Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, hello.
We're turning up Danna's mic.
Well, I'm not sure that I have hearing anymore.
So we couldn't figure out why she couldn't hear. And I'm like, oh, it's plugged into 3, not 2. But 2 was cranked up all the way. So it
was very loud in my ears.
It definitely, the decibels did not make her hearing better.
Okay. I'm okay.
But I've been noticing you need to eat your microphone more
that's what
because
you were saying. So
you're a little quiet.
I hope you guys can hear me okay today. I'm trying. So
Do you know what this week is?
It's Fat Tuesday.
Well, it is Fat Tuesday. We're recording the day before.
We are.
It is Ohio 4-H week.
Oh, I did know that actually.
We're celebrating green all week long.
Is that why you got green nails?
You know, that would have been good if I had planned that.
But you didn't plan it.
They're actually a different kind of green.
I know, but they're pretty.
Well, no, actually, we did talk about it, and I said we should do green, but I didn't want to do like emerald green because I wanted to save that for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yes.
So I guess there was a little thought put in that. My friend Sarah, who does my nails, I always let her pick the color, and so she is my determiner.
I love that.
She's
color.
never led me astray. Anyway, so it's Ohio 4-H week. It is also Fat Tuesday. It is the end of the eat whatever you want season.
Yes.
So you make this cake. So we never really got into Mardi Gras until my brother married a girl from Louisiana.
And you guys are definitely like more into it than most, I would say.
Right. Just because like,
of
that connection.
Right.
And so my parents love going to the Mardi Gras parades, which go on for weeks prior to today. I don't even think like a month they start.
They said
they're
it's
kid-friendly
like a big
parades.
issue, though. They had to move up the parades
For today because they're expecting severe weather. Yeah. So the different towns have parades. So it's not like everybody goes downtown. So even in Mississippi, where my brother lives, they have parades. So, but I was not going to make a king cake. And then Campbell's like, what?
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
I think the king cake is creepy.
It's supposed to represent Jesus's crown.
Yeah, I know what it does. I get it. I think the babies are creepy.
So the baby is supposed to represent Jesus, and it brings you good luck and like a blessed year if you get the baby. Don't you worry.
Creepy.
There's a baby in your king cake.
I know there is.
So my king cake recipe makes 2 king cakes. So I made a cinnamon king cake, cinnamon and sugar, and then a cream cheese frosting stuffed one.
Both
braid
of
it together.
Sounds so good.
I posted pictures on Local Farm Mom. It is quite beautiful. Like it is really pretty. I never think that they're like, I want to eat it. Like I'd rather eat so many other things than a king cake.
But do your kids love it?
No, I mean, they like the tradition. They don't love the cake.
Something else? I don't know that my kids have ever had one. And I think that this king cake may be their first king cake ever.
They've also never had chicken pot pie.
I don't think they have.
So we're advertising again, Farmer in the Deli in Chesterland, Ohio on Mondays in the winter.
We're going to get it next
They make
Monday.
chicken pot pie. Did we talk about this already?
I don't
feel
think
like we
so.
did.
Well, yeah, I think we may
Anyways, we got it for dinner. It's like $5 a pot pie. So I fed our family.
Like I cannot eat it, obviously, because I'm gluten free, but I'm going to get it just for my kids and Tom
the crust.
to eat. I can't eat it, but I'll find something else to eat. I don't care for that. That is such an easy
and
dinner.
it's so good. And there's so much chicken breast. Like they really go to town. It's so filling.
That's
Parker
awesome.
does not love chicken pot pie, he says, but we think he doesn't like it because he doesn't want to like it.
So I made a new recipe last night that Tom and Liv
That's the one you sent me, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tom and Liv liked it, and me and the boys did not like it. It was a Philly cheesesteak casserole.
Why would that not be good? It sounds amazing.
It was made with ground beef. So you do 2
pounds.
pounds.
You should have used the shaved sirloin.
I know, but I went with the recipe because I was going to
you got to make it the recipe the first time.
The first time I thought, okay, I'm going to do the recipe. It just did not have any flavor. It said to add like Italian seasoning and salt and pepper and garlic powder, and it just needed more. Yeah. It had like the ground beef didn't have enough flavor. And so it was like 2 pounds of ground beef, seasonings, and then, onions, peppers, all mixed together. And then you in the skillet, you brown the ground beef and everything, and then you add cream cheese. And it only called for a half of a thing of cream cheese, 4 ounces. I did the whole thing because I was like, it's 2 pounds of ground beef. Like that doesn't go very far. Yeah. I did the whole thing. It still wasn't like as creamy as I probably would have liked it. And then you cover it with provolone and put it in the oven. It was just kind of like,
well, it sounds
meh.
good.
It was meh. I'd rather have a real Philly cheesesteak.
We did salad and chicken pot pie.
That sounds great. That sounds great to me. Guess what I started doing yesterday?
Oh, I know.
I started lifting weights.
Good for you.
I can't move, you guys. I am so stinking sore.
Did you do it on your own or did Tom help you?
Okay, so so I said to him the other day, I told him I was ready. Like my husband can't tell me what to do if you've not met me before. I don't really respond well to him telling me like, and to be clear, like he would never be like, babe, you really need to work out or, you need to lose weight. Like I don't need to lose weight. I just want to tone. And I went to him the other day and I said, you know what? I feel weak. I feel like I have no motivation. And while I'm comfortable in a bathing suit, summer is coming and I'd like to be a little more comfortable in a bathing suit. And I'd like to be a little more comfortable with my body in general. And I've lost some weight and I'd like to be a little more toned. So I want you to like work out a workout for me. So he has this app. It's called the Strong app and he pays for it, but like we all utilize it. And he created 3 different workouts for me, arms, back, and legs. And he said, it doesn't matter if I do it, So basically you could do it this way. I could work out every day if I wanted to.
Can you do 3 days a week?
I could do like this week, for example, I was not working in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I could work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because it's 3 different muscle groups. Mm-hmm. And then, then I can't work out again until Friday. So then Friday I'll go back to workout number 1. Does that make sense? So like you're always going in the order of these 1, 2, 3. So he created a whole workout for me and it's, low weights, like what I can handle, but high reps. Yeah. But I am so sore. So sore. Like
that's good.
I don't know what muscles are in, like here in your armpits.
You're burning that like armpit fat.
Hurts. Like it hurts bad. But I'm gonna be so hot by summer. It's gonna be
Speaking of bathing suits, have you seen the bathing suits that are like a 2-piece with a 1-piece bottom that you can pull up over?
No.
It's like it's a connector.
I may need this.
And it's like the perfect thing because I'm like, if you are tanning yourself and like,
like when I'm home alone and I'm laying by the pool.
And then it's like a little cover up, but it's just a bottom.
I'm very comfortable in a 2-piece because I want my stomach to get tan when I'm alone. Like Liv has all of her friends over. I'm not trying to lay out in a 2-piece.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
Yeah. I'll have to find the link and send it. But it was so cute. And you would never know that this 1-piece was a 2-piece.
Last year, I got Kristin to lay out with me one day.
Oh, that's true.
She had jeans on. Mm-hmm. She had to roll them up.
That's what I had time for.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully this summer will be.
I'm saying it out loud now. I'm going to wear shorts earlier. So my legs are tanner.
You need to start in like
more
May.
tan.
My kids came home today from school and put shorts on because it was nice weather.
Parker went to school in shorts because
Did he really?
Well, because he lifted and then he changed into jeans.
Mm-hmm. But it was so beautiful.
Just leaving the house at 5:10 in the morning thing. Like I don't want to get going then. But then when I come back, I'm like ready to go. Like I did weird random things today, like made king cakes and cleaned the smoker and the grill. And
I didn't even start my day. Like, I mean, I got the kids off to school and everything, but I laid around the whole morning until like 9:30. Like what a waste of a day. It was wonderful.
I had like a lot of hours of working by then.
No, I didn't do anything.
I don't sit well. Like, that it's a problem of mine. Although I really do think I've been doing better at it lately. Like sitting, like, I don't know. Like not doing things.
I feel like 90% of the time if I'm like, what are you doing tonight?
Something. Yeah. But I went to bed last night, I think at 9:00. I went to bed and then I watched a show in bed, which, I love the show on Hallmark, Where Calls or When Calls the Heart. I don't even know the name of it, but I love like old period shows.
Like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, but it's more modern. It's really getting modern because they're like introducing swing dancing. It's like getting wild.
I can't.
And I fell asleep and I was so mad because I think these kids were going to get kidnapped based on the previews. And I fell asleep. I couldn't even stay up for it. So
Tom and I have been watching this show on Netflix and it's 7 seasons long and we finally finished it last night. And it has been our life for like the last month. Like
you guys stay up late. There's no way my husband.
We have stayed up until like midnight every night watching this show for like the last month. And then last night we finished it and we're like, ooh.
Now what are you going to do?
Now what? I don't know. There's like a couple shows that I want to watch.
Have you watched, what's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger's son in it?
Oh,
White Lotus.
I have not watched it yet. That is actually, so we've watched the first 2 seasons. We have not watched the third yet.
I hear he's nude.
Oh, really?
Apparently.
That's on our list of what's one of the next
The guy at Costco checking me out was telling me all these things and including giving me a pizza recommendation by the West Side Market.
What's the pizza place?
I don't remember.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. Google like near West Side Market pizza
I've lived
place.
in Cleveland the majority of my entire life.
You've never been?
Never been in the West Side
Oh
Market.
my gosh, even I've been there.
Never been.
Multiple times.
Yeah,
when I didn't even live here.
I have never been to the West Side
You've been
Market.
to the North Market.
I have been to the North Market. I love the North Market.
They're doing a total renovation, and it's going to be really nice.
Last time I was down there, it was under renovation.
Well, they had to halt renovations because it became an archaeological dig because they found some bones.
No way.
Which they thought for a little while was a human body.
Stop it.
But it wasn't.
What was it?
I don't know. Animals.
Really?
Something. Someone buried their cat there. I don't know.
I'm so excited. I was bored while laying on the couch until 9:30 this morning.
Oh my goodness.
So I was TikToking, and we're going to Savannah in June. And so I was like, I'm going to TikTok Savannah. And then I was like, I'm going to TikTok our hotel.
Where are you staying?
JW.
Okay. Oh, you always stay there.
Yeah. So we're Marriott snobs. It's fine.
Well, when I went to Savannah, we stayed in a really cool old vintage hotel that was super nice.
So there's a few, like when I was first looking at Savannah stuff, like there's a few really cool old hotels. And it's beautiful.
You're going to love the town.
I've been there once, but only for a day. We were in Hilton Head and we just went for the day. And it's the cobblestone streets and I love the character of it. And we're staying right on the riverfront. So it's JW Marriott right on the river.
Restaurant.
We went. I've been there before.
It's fine.
That's how I felt about it.
I love Paula Deen, even though she got canceled.
I know, but we went because my mother-in-law was obsessed with Paula Deen. So we went to her restaurant, and what a cool place. I will recommend
that lady can make a good chicken pot pie.
I will tell you. So the food, because it's in bulk, it was fine. It was fine. But it was a really cool setup. It's like buffets on every floor. And then their gift shop was super cool. We totally
You have to wait in line. At least I did to get your number and it tells you the time.
Yes.
But I was like so pregnant with Campbell.
I thought it was a really cool concept though.
Yeah, I loved it.
I thought it was great.
I wish the food would have been better.
I think it's just,
and I hate saying that because I love her so much.
It's buffet.
Hey, listen, my parents have a good buffet in Hocking Hills and it's good.
But I bet if you took that same meal and you made it on an individual basis, it's better. Like that's
I don't know. You have to go there. It's pretty good.
Well, I tell you, I want to go to Hocking Hills with you all the time, and you're like,
I know.
I
don't even have time to go there myself.
So anyways, I was researching it. There are dinosaur fossils in our hotel.
Oh,
that's where I was going with that. I did not realize that it was on when I researched the JW Marriott in whatever, it's like Riverfront, whatever it's called there. It's apparently has a huge dinosaur bones and there's all kinds of fossils in
exciting.
There and gemstones.
You have to take pictures for the kids because they won't be there.
This is an adult only
You're
trip.
on a vacation.
I'm very much looking forward to it, although it's not until June.
Well, we told the kids when they go to Spark Camp in June, because they're all going. They're all 3 counselors. They all get accepted.
So what are you going to do? Oh, it's strawberry season.
Well, we told them it could be, but it's probably before. But it could be. So we told them that we were going on a vacation with just the 2 of us. We're going to drop them off and leave.
So why don't
they got so mad?
They have no right to get mad. You guys were never do this.
No, well, we can't go that time of year. But anyways, they were like appalled that we would think of taking a trip without them.
Tom and I travel. I would say we make the effort to do one real vacation without kids every year. And I will tell you.
What's that? What'd you do last year?
I don't think we did in 2024. We did the end of 23. We went to St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, right? Is that St. Thomas?
With your brother.
Yeah, we went with my brother. And so that was our that was the day after Thanksgiving we left, but it was 23. I don't think we went anywhere in 24.
Do you know that Bill and I have never been on a vacation together, just the 2 of us, without being a work trip? Minus that when we did go back to Sanibel for 2 nights.
I know.
That was with his parents.
I know. But you guys really
we never had.
They never even had a honeymoon.
We said we did to Washington, D.C. and Bill went to conferences and my mom and I hung out with the kids.
It was a work trip.
That was actually a really fun trip too. But we said, we'll take our honeymoon when the kids are all gone and we have nothing else to do because we'll just be staring at ourselves.
I hope you do.
But they'll still be mad too. And then this is what's going to happen. We don't want to not have them with us. So we'll be like, okay, guys, you can come too.
So it's funny.
You should come.
Olivia was just complaining because she's got 2 years left, before she goes to college.
Isn't that crazy?
It's
2.5.
2.5. Yeah, we're only halfway through. But either way, she's like, you guys are going to take like all because we're talking about all these vacations we want to take and things we want to do.
You got to dream a little.
Right. I mean, like who doesn't like renovate their house on a daily basis. Not for real, but
I do in my head every day.
That's
every night I do.
Like you look around and you're like, oh, I can't wait till we can do this to the house, or I'm going to do this next year. You know what I mean? Like you always like think of things.
It's fun.
It's the same thing with vacationing. And Olivia's so mad. She's like, once I go away, you're going to take all these trips. I'm like, first of all, when you're in college, you're still going to want to come home with us. Yes. Like you can still come with us. And it's not really until she has a regular job that it will be a concern as far as like if she could take time off of work.
And then she'll probably have things she wants to do.
Absolutely. And when
like
she's
what
older,
if our kids want to spend spring break with us? Wouldn't that be so fun?
I so view this differently than you do. In my head,
Sam
I'm like,
love to spend his spring break with us.
But in my head, do you know how crooked this camera is? I just realized that.
Well.
Like, oh gosh.
Maybe it makes me look less slummy.
Yeah, Bill says we look slummy.
Hey, my hair is straight. I want everyone to look at it.
Oh, I didn't even recognize you today.
Straight.
It is so pretty today.
It's so long.
But I think of spring break in college and I'm like, I hope she doesn't want to spend it with me. I hope she wants to go party and have a good time. We are different people.
Well, my kids can party with me and have a good time.
No, I don't want to party with her. I want her to
You
go.
do too.
Oh,
listen,
yeah, but like
my friends,
that's
their
I'm
kids,
a cool mom.
Their kids, they love hanging out with their kids. So this is a shout out, Scott and Kathy Peters. They raised 3 kids. And I always say like, they're the family that I model after because they're all smart. They're all athletic. Like they live in the country. They raise sheep. They're like the perfect little family. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know they're obviously not the perfect little family, but of course, I want them. I'm like, I want to be like you because you've done such a good job with your kids that their kids love hanging out with them.
I can respect that because I can respect that if your kids want, and I obviously say all of this joking, but if your kids want to hang out with you.
Oh, Tom's home with his win. But don't worry, Tom, there's nothing to eat for dinner.
No, dinner's not ready.
You have your liquid diet right there.
You made me go. Do you guys know that I left work today?
We haven't even talked about this fiasco.
I left work. I was supposed to come right home. Kristin was bringing Parker over because they were all the boys were getting haircuts.
They were going to get a haircut. We were going to podcast and we're going to go fix dinner.
And everyone was going to have their night, easy peasy night at home. Well, at 4:30 or whatever, before I was getting ready to leave work, Tom calls or texts and he's like, hey, I'm going to Giant Eagle because
not to pick up the groceries.
No, I thought he was calling to be like, do you need anything? He wasn't.
Did you like in the text thread, with the 4 of us, Tom, Danna, Bill, and I, that they're like, there's things here that you might want to buy.
I was going to say, are there clothes here? I actually called Bill out on that
And
one.
Bill would know that I would never want to go shopping just to go shopping.
No, especially not at a grocery store, like at a tiny little Giant Eagle. But anyways,
the worst Giant Eagle.
Chesterland Giant Eagle is the worst. But they were like, oh, if you whatever, like want to go, hey, would you mind coming up here? That's what it was. Sorry. Tom was like, do you want to come up here?
I have to podcast.
And I said, oh my gosh, are you freaking serious?
Bill didn't even try. He knew there was no way it was coming.
So I went after work and Tom,
You're a better wife.
Well, Tom had to come get a haircut. So I took his spot in line for bourbon. He came home, got a haircut, went back, got behind me in line because now the line was like 50 or 60 people by the time he was like first in line when he first got there. And
he was first?
Well, no, he was like 10th.
I thought he was like 20 something.
No. They were 12 bottles of what we bought the first one. And it was me, Bill, a friend of ours, Dad, and our friend Andy.
Listen,
got the last 4.
You know what my new philosophy is? The more bourbon he buys, the more sheep I buy.
Okay, so like
this
in our house, that is not what the philosophy is.
This is fair. I hope you listened,
But
Bill.
you should have heard him. He's like,
I'm going to count up all the bottles, and that's how many sheep I'm going to have in our new barn.
I said,
we're going to need a bigger one.
I think Kristin's mad. And he goes, she's not mad. And then he said, so here's my thought process. He told me, this is how your husband thinks.
I wasn't mad.
I know.
It's just like the whole night got rearranged for the 2 of us.
It's 7:15 at night, and I've not even cooked dinner yet. Can you start browning ground beef,
Tom
please?
This is the one time I'm not sticking up for you, Tom.
Thank you. So he says to me, are you going to go through the line again? And I said, well, if Tom comes back, there's no reason for me to go through the line again. Meanwhile, I forgot I had to take my kids somewhere.
I reminded you.
So
part of me thought maybe I should take your kids somewhere.
You probably would have been better off. And so Bill's like, are you going to come back in line? And I said, well, if Tom comes back, probably not. So Tom got back in line. And Bill says, I'm going to get back in line. And I said, oh, okay. Do you think that that's going to help the situation at home with Kristin? Like that's going to make her happier? And he said, here's what I think. If I get 1 bottle, she's going to be pretty peeved. If I get 2 bottles, she'll be like, But if I get 3
bottles,
she'll be happy. And I said,
it was worth it.
I said, how can you justify this? And that's exactly right. She'll realize that this was worth it.
The man does know me.
Because, okay, so did he get 3 bottles?
Yeah, that's good. He better not come home without 3 or 4 bottles. I'm going to be like, you got 4 bottles, right?
Right.
What? Not 4 bottles? I mean, the reality is, it's not like he was going to cook dinner.
Of course not.
Last night, he did serve the pot pie.
That's exciting.
He brought it to the table and served the pot pie.
Now, I cannot actually complain about that because Tom does do, I would say.
Oh, you're cutting. You can't have pot pie, but it is so good, Tom. It's worth it.
I will say,
I made you king cake, which you won't eat, but eat some of that cream cheese filling.
Tom does a good amount of cooking, so I can't really complain. But
it's fine. Like
all it did. I wasn't mad about the money. I wasn't mad about anything other than it just completely rearranged my night. I wanted to come home from work.
I don't care about the money either. I'm just buying more sheep.
Whatever.
And listen, I can't even say I'm going to buy more chickens because my husband told me to buy how many ever chickens I want. There's no amount that is too much.
Oh my God.
That is what he told me. However, I mean, I'm so mad at my chickens right now.
They're not laying eggs very well. They're being
you know why they're not laying eggs right now is because we merged them. So we had the pullets and we had the hens. The hens are on their way out. If anybody wants some hens, I'm going to be giving them away. They're doing bad laying.
Why would you want hens if they're not laying?
So they are. You wouldn't. So I have to sort through them again. But they went through a molting process. So when they're molt, they don't lay at all.
Right.
So then when they come out of their molt, then they start to regenerate. It's like being in their prime again.
They're going through perimenopause.
Right. So we put the pullets in with the hens. We reconfigured the barn so we have a larger opening. So we are now more prepared for more visitors in the summer and the fall.
We had, with the weather being nice today, there were multiple people today asking to go to the barn.
Yeah, it was all wide open today. Yeah. It's a little a mess inside just because we're in the process of reconfiguring. So that the sheep treadmill is like right in the middle of the floor. I'm sure people are like, what in the world is going on?
I forgot that.
So we're going to be more set up to be more people friendly,
which is great.
Wider aisles, because in the fall when thousands of people are coming through,
people really
we need to
enjoy
prepare.
it.
They do, and we love that. So we merged the pullets with the hens, and so everybody is just in a fiasco. Like their whole systems have gotten messed up. Like we've had to leave lights off because we are so over on time.
Yeah, we are.
Because the darker it helps them mix together. Like they don't realize that they're new. Like there's a new friend on the block. So it'll get better.
Okay. So we are out of time. We need to be done.
I have to mention one thing.
Go ahead, because I have something to mention also.
Yeah. So my friend Margot, who's actually like Campbell's little mentor, and I say little, like she's a grown-fledged adult. She just graduated and did her dissertation today, received her doctorate. She passed her examination. And Campbell and I listened. And I honestly have to say, I've never listened to a doctoral candidate's presentation. It made me feel really dumb.
I feel like that would make me feel really dumb.
I'm like, wow. I mean, I know what you're saying, but those are like some really big words.
But you have to remember, that wasn't off the cuff.
She doesn't talk like that normally.
Right.
So anyways, it was really fun. So congratulations, Margot.
Congrats. That's so exciting.
We're so proud of you. And Campbell listened and it was so fun because my heart was happy because I'm like, this is like Campbell watching like an adult person like do big things.
It was exciting. I think that is such an amazing mentor for her. Like that is so
Margot
wonderful.
she's really fun.
I think it's great.
Margot's fun.
Congratulations.
Okay, what's your tidbit?
This is a really little tiny thing, but I found out that we have a new listener. And I have to give a shout out to little Kinsley.
Hi, Kinsley.
Because this is Joey's buddy, Colton. His mom told me that she just started listening last week. So hi, Leah.
Oh gosh. Hi, Leah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Danna is really a good mom.
I'm okay. You might not want your son to come over anymore. But Kinsley heard in the car and she said, Mom, is that Joey's mom?
Oh, that's cute.
So she recognized. So, and we got lots of Girl Scout cookies from Kinsley yesterday. So she came over and it was very exciting. So I have to give a shout out. That's all.
I do love Girl Scout cookies. And we went to the Chesterland, the Kiwanis Chesterland chapter. They do the pancake breakfast. Now you have to understand, I know we're over, but I think this is okay. That where I come from in Southeast Ohio, like we make piddly amounts of maple syrup. Like we went on maple syrup tours, but it was nothing like Geauga County because Geauga County really is the heart
of
Ohio maple syrup production. So we have your pancake breakfasts here are so exciting because we never had these.
It really is cool. Like if you've never been, like especially if you're local to us in Chesterland, if you've not been,
you
like,
have to go.
Try to get there one of these weekends, like in the month of March. It is such a great opportunity for genuinely our entire community comes together, and hundreds of people every week. Like it's just really neat to see like your whole town together.
The kids serve and clean. It's like you leave your plates there.
Yes.
You raise the little paint stick that says sausage or pancakes or whatever you want.
It's very cool. Like Liv worked it last weekend. We get like they get
community service hours.
Like, so the kids will get like like that last week it was the girls softball team did it, and so they'll get like different sports teams to do it, and it really gives you a sense of
community event.
It's so cool.
It's nice. Girl Scout cookies are sold outside. Yes. Like Jack and Olivia's class are going to sell their candy bars, and maple syrup producers sell their syrup there. They serve real maple syrup, which is amazing. And I'm not a big pancake person.
But you guys, I grew up 10, 15 minutes from here, and it was totally different. We did not have any kind of sense of community like this. And where I lived, it was not Jaga County, so it was Cuyahoga County. So we did not have like, the maple syrup and all of that. And so this has been something that I have loved like since we moved here. And now that my kids are old enough, the last few years, Liv has volunteered at it. And it's great. It's really great.
It is fun that the kids get involved and they have little paper placemats with all the businesses that sponsor. We went to church and then we went over. So just really fun. They use the money for scholarships, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's the Kiwanis, Chesterland Kiwanis does it. It's just fantastic. So if you need something to do on a Sunday in March, you should go.
It starts early in the morning, I think at 8 a.m. They have an early bird special if you come between 8 and 9. So if you go to the late service at church, because everybody goes to church on Sunday mornings. Go eat
first and then go to church.
So.
All right, guys, we are way
over. Until next time, friends, we're mismatched.